Hey, it's Binky here from Binky'sCulinaryCarnival.com. Today I'll show you how to make super simple slow cooker refried beans in honor of Cinco de Mayo. All you need is a few simple ingredients that you probably already have in your pantry. Here I used 2 pounds of pinto beans. You can also use black beans. There's about 10 cups. I used a large onion and a half chopped. That's about a cup and a half or so. Some adobo seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, cumin, a couple cans of broth. You can use beef broth, chicken broth, vegetable broth, whatever you have, and some chili powder. You are going to want to wash and rinse your beans. Make sure you go through them carefully because there's always a few stones and such in there, so go through them carefully. You add your broth and then water. Now, the recipe that I based this on, she used 7 cups of liquid to 3 cups of beans, which is too much. So next time I do these, I'm going to add just the 6 2/3, 4 cups of water, and the broth is 2 2/3 cups, and then I'll check it every hour or so just to make sure they're not getting too dry. You want to pull out any beans that float here, as you can see I did, and then you're going to add your onion and your spices. This just ended up being a little bit too wet for my tastes. So I'll definitely, next time I do it, I'm going to decrease the liquid. Now the spices, I use about a tablespoon of the onion powder, a large tablespoon of garlic powder. You could also use minced garlic. If you have minced garlic, that's fine. A very large tablespoon of cumin, and then a couple teaspoons of chili powder, and a couple teaspoons of the adobo powder. I have a recipe on the blog for adobo powder that I will link to in the blog post that I will put a link down below so you can go check that out. All you do is cover it and put it on high. I did forget to add salt and pepper, so I'm going to add a couple teaspoons of pepper, and I added about 4 or so teaspoons of salt. Here I used kosher salt, but that makes no difference. The measurements of the spice here, it's not rocket science. If you little less, little more. If you like it hotter, add more chili powder because this is not hot at all. You know, you just have to kind of play with it and see what you like the best. You can see there's a little too much water in here, and I could have pulled some off here, but I thought, well, after refried beans sit for a while, a lot of times you have to add water to them because they get too dry, so we'll just run it the way it is. You can use an immersion blender, or you can use a potato masher too. The immersion blender is just faster. You can see how nice and creamy they get here. I do like mine a little chunkier. Traditionally, the reason they're called refried beans is that they would put the beans, when they were done cooking, in a, say, cast pan with a few tablespoons of lard in it, and then cream them with a masher and add lard as needed, so they got real thick and creamy. So anyway, there's our version of refried beans. Hope you enjoyed the video today. Don't forget to give a big thumbs up with the like button down below, and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of our great recipes. Appreciate your support. Like and follow my social media. I'll put the links for the recipe and the social media links below. And thanks for watching today. Have fun cooking.